What's up, guys? Today I have a special treat for you. Today we're going to be comparing, testing, and reviewing the SC SIM Components Elastomers. Now, mind you, I have a hard time saying that word because I also thought it was elastometers, but there's no T. Nonetheless, today we're going to be checking them out. I got first introduced to them on a Facebook group, the Heusinkveld Sprint group on there, and a guy was swearing by them, so I had to check them out. He swore by them. He said they were better than the default rubbers that came with the Heusinkveld Sprints, so I had to check them out. To properly compare my past/current setup to my new setup using the new SC component elastometers, I decided to run a 7-lap stint at Silverstone. Conditions and setup will remain the same for accuracy purposes. At the end of the 7 laps, I will take the average of my times and use that as a comparison marker to judge my overall consistency. My 7-lap average on my original setup was a 2-minute, 0.01.56, with my best time being a 2-minute, 0.01.017. Never mind the reds, I just got a little off tracks that really I wouldn't count, but the game counts, so we still count those towards the average.
Was at 202.00. You're now 1.4 off your.
Now for the SC Components 7-lap average. Now, take in mind, I did not do any practice on the SC Components elastometers. I just threw them on and I just jumped right into the 7-lap stint at Silverstone. So this is the best that I could do without, any type of practice on the elastometers. The average time was a 2-minute, 0.01.46, with the best time being a 2-minute, 0.617. So overall, with the 7-lap average, without any practice, I was faster on the SC Components. I did have a little bit more off tracks because it took me a little bit of time just to get used to the elastometers. So never mind the off tracks on that. But overall, I was faster with the SC Components. Now, take in mind with the SC Components camera cam, you can see that there's a lot of movement when I press the brake down in regards to the flex with the pedal plate. I can't figure out a way to stiffen it up right now, so that's the best that I can do, but I do believe that my times would be a little bit more quicker if the load cell was getting a consistent, accurate reading without the flex of the pedal plate. So that's one thing that I would take in mind when it comes to this 7-lap average with the SC Components. But nonetheless, I was still faster with the SC Components without any practice in comparison to my original setup with the Heusinkveld Sprints and the rubbers that were supplied by the company. So I will say this for the SC Components. I do like the rubbers. I do feel like they feel pretty good to the touch, or how do you say, the pressure of your foot being applied to the brake. It's a lot different in comparison to the setup that you normally would use on the Heusinkveld Sprints. The main reason being that it's like a cushion that continues, like it doesn't stop. See, with the Heusinkveld Sprints, the way you have it set up, like normally out the box, it feels like you press it hard and then it basically hits a brick wall to where there's no more pressure. You can't press it anymore. See, with the SC Components, you keep pressing it and it's like you can just keep compressing it. You understand what I'm saying? You can keep compressing it to where it's like you feel like it feels like it's never ending. which takes a lot to get used to. Also, take in mind, I believe I have them set up correctly. The owner has been talking with me back and forth. We've exchanged messages back and forth on Facebook messages, and he sent me pictures on how to set it up, and I set it up to the best of my abilities. He is overseas in Italy, and I'm here in Texas, so there's a big time difference in regards to when I'll get the message, right? But I do believe that I have it set up properly. But in regards to just the overall feel, it's quite different in regards to the Heusinkveld Sprints. It takes a lot to get used to, but the main thing is I was faster. I feel like you can trail brake a lot better. I did not trail brake pretty good in the demonstration of the 7-lap stint, but like I said, I really didn't get too much practice. I didn't get any practice. I just jumped right in it. So, but with a little bit more practice, I could see how the trail braking would be a lot better, and you could probably benefit from the feel of the ESC components in comparison to stock Heusinkveld Sprints. Overall, my verdict on the SC components elastometers is that I would purchase them. I believe it's a good purchase, and it can provide a different feel than what you're used to with the Heusinkveld Sprints. The customer service is great. It's exceptional. You can speak with the owner via Facebook message, and when he contacts you back due to the time, the time difference, like he constantly texts you back. Like there's no delay. He'll send you pictures. He'll send you diagrams, videos on how to set it up, and he'll answer all your questions. So in regards to customer service, SC components get to A+. The performance of the elastometers from SC components gets a A+ to me as well. A+ for me as well, because they feel really good once you get used to them. Like I said, they're a lot different from the Heusinkveld Sprints, but that's normal when you buy new equipment, that things are just going to be different, and you have to figure out a way to get more comfortable with them. But overall, fresh out the box with no practice, I was able to get a faster average time at Silverstone over a 7-lap sprint than my original setup with the default rubbers that were provided by Heusinkveld. So overall, I would say performance, it definitely gets an A+ to me as well. The build quality, it's exceptional. I don't see any problems with it. It looks like it does exactly what it's supposed to do. So overall, I have to give that a top A for that as well. But overall, I would buy the SC components over and over again. I feel like that's a good purchase. It provides a different feel. One thing that I'm starting to realize about a lot of the components that you can buy for your pedals or your steering wheel, even if you buy multiple things, you can kind of interchange those components to make it feel different, to where like some days you might not want such a hard brake, so you can kind of change some of the rubbers to fit that, you know what I mean? And then some days you want a super hard brake, so you can change some of the components to fit that as well. So that's what I'm agreeing with. I believe that you should buy them because it'll give you a different feel, and you could change it. Maybe it might not be the best for a Porsche GT3, but it's the best for, I don't know, a GT4. Or maybe it is the best for a Porsche GT3 and not for a GT4. It's kind of like you would just have to, take your time and figure out what's best for you and the best fit for you. But the fact that it actually gives you the versatility of using something different on the Heusinkveld Sprints, you can't go wrong with that. But overall, I give it an A+ in my book, and I definitely would buy it again.